Dreamscape presents How to Tame a Dissolute Prince by Scarlett Scott. Narrated by Carmen Rose. Chapter 1. The appallingly sad, terribly disheartening, utterly disappointing truth was that no one needed Prince Ferdinando of the House of Tame. Not the people of the Kingdom of Varros. Not his beloved, if stern older brother, King Maximilian. Not his sister-in-law, the delightful Queen Tansy, who'd brought Maxim to heel. Not his baby nephew, Caspian Ferdinando, even if the lad had been, quite rightly, named after Nando himself. Not even the half-dozen or so enchanting denizens of the Varrosonian court, who eagerly warmed his bed at the slightest hint of an invitation. Not a single damn soul. He'd accustomed himself to being little more than a gilded ornament, the necessary heir should something ill befall his brother, the ne'er-do-well, the irresponsible rake whom no one trusted with any duty or knowledge of import, and that was why he was in London. Specifically, why he was idling away his time at a Mayfair address, where he'd been recently told in no uncertain terms that he wasn't welcome by the most infuriatingly aloof female of his acquaintance. Why he was waiting in a drawing-room teeming with hothouse flowers as he awaited his next crushing set-down, just when Nando was beginning to despair that the fierce-eyed Miss Eleanora Brett would deny him the pleasure of smiting his soul with her searing insults. She arrived. As usual, she was wearing a white muslin frock that did nothing to accentuate her generous curves and ripe breasts, and a hideous cap over her lustrous hair. But she didn't fool him with a modest fichu tucked into her bodice. His experienced eye knew the body of a goddess when he saw one, regardless of how hideously she enrobed herself in virtue. Nando sketched a bow for her benefit. "Miss Brett, how delightful. I began to fear you'd never arrive." She curtsied, because she had to, but she bore the tenacious expression of a dog protecting her territory, telling him she wasn't pleased by his presence. Briefly, he wondered if she'd bite him, and then he thought how much he might enjoy her sharp little teeth. She could bite his shoulder when he made her come. In that moment, Nando couldn't think of anything he'd like better. "Your Royal Highness," Miss Brett clipped, as if his very title were an epithet. And damn it, if that didn't make his cock twitch to attention. He adored the disapproving tone she used in his presence. If Miss Brett had any notion of how much her frostiness affected him, no doubt she'd box his ears. That was another quality he enjoyed about her. Miss Eleanora Brett didn't give a fig if...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?